Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for One and Only by TAYA featuring Cody Carnes, and this is the Worship Together version. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel, give this video a like, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, well, there are links in the description below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can click the 3 dots next to the like button, and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools. It's available on Amazon right now. You can also look at some merch that's available to you for perusal at your leisure, and there's a link for that in the description as well. Last but not least, if you'd like to join my email list, well, you can do that, and then click the link and it'll direct you to it, but it'll also give you a resource that you might find usable, and that is my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know, and it's for free. So grab your acoustic guitar. You're going to need a capo today, and you're going to need a tuner. And let's get started. All right, like I said, you're going to need your guitar and you're going to need a capo eventually, but just so you know, you're going to have to tune your guitar down a whole step to do what Cody Carnes is doing in this particular version of the song. So your low E is a low D. Your low A, a G. Your D is a C. Your G now is an F. Your B string is an A, and of course your high E is just a high D string now. So technically you're in drop D, but like full drop D for my metalheads out there. We love drop D. But all that to say is, in order to play the chord shapes that he's playing, which is just G, C, D over F sharp, and if you've seen the music video I'm talking about, well, you know exactly that those are easy chords. But to play it in that key, which is technically now F sharp, you're playing G shapes and whatnot, but now you're playing in the key of F sharp. So this is how you can get away with that, but you have to detune your guitar that way. It's not a bad thing. In fact, it's kind of nice when you're playing lead and maybe you're leading a worship song, singing it, and have to sing it in a lower key than normal. Detuning your guitar this far allows you the liberty to do that. But anywho, if you put your capo on the first fret, you're ready to go. And the chords you need are as follows: G, D, C. There's also an A minor. There's G over B, and there's a D over F sharp. All right, so become familiar with those chords if you haven't yet, and if you need practice those changes between each chord, go ahead and do so as well. We're going to play through the whole song. I'll put the chords on screen for you. I'll say them as we go along, and then afterwards, we'll talk about some strumming patterns that we can use for the song. So get ready. Here we go. G, D over F sharp, A minor, E minor, C, E minor, D suspended, D, G, D over F sharp, A minor, E minor, C, E minor, D suspended, D, C, D, G over B, E minor, D, C, D, G over B, E minor, D, C, D, G, D over F sharp, A minor, E minor, C, E minor, D suspended, D, G, D over F sharp, A minor, E minor, C, E minor, D suspended, D, C, D, G over B, E minor, D, C, D, G over B, E minor, D, C, D, over B, E minor, D, C, D, G over B, E minor, D, C, D, G over B, C, E minor, D, G over B, C, E minor, D, same chords, G over B, C, E minor, D, G over B, C, E minor, D, C, D, G over B, 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 E minor, D, G over B, C, 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 E minor, D, C, D, G over B, E minor, D, C, D, G over B, E minor, D, C. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. Let's talk about the song and different parts, especially at the beginning, because we don't want to overplay and it's really just chill as all get out. So when we're playing the very beginning, I like to strum with my thumb or my fingernail, really, just to add more emphasis if there are limited instruments on the team. So there's that G, D over F sharp, A minor, and then E minor, and so on and so forth. And you're just strumming for each chord change. So again, G, D over F sharp, A minor, technically an A minor 7, and then E minor. You also might notice that when I go to the D chord, I'm playing a C chord shape, because really, if I play C 2 frets higher, that is a D chord. Now, it's technically a lot of tension because you have a D major 7 there. And that is a C sharp that you're playing right there in the D chord. So it's like a D major 7. But anywho, when I'm playing D suspended, you could play it this way, like a traditional D suspended. Drop your pinky down on the 3rd fret high E string. Or you could just play now a D power chord with your pinky drop down on the D string 6th fret of your guitar, or 5th fret relative to the capo. Now, technically, that's not a D suspended in music theory, because what you're really doing is adding the 4th note of the scale degree to make it a suspension. And now it's a happy triad because it's the 3rd of the scale degree. I know that sounds like a lot of music theory to you, but I'm kind of geeking out now because this is not a D suspended chord, but it helps when you're playing a D suspended with everyone else that you're playing a D and you're not adding too much tension with that D major 7. So you have to play a D power chord at the very least to blend in. The other thing too is I'm playing sometimes not the entire D chord. I'm not putting my high E string down on the 2nd fret or not even putting my middle finger down at all. I'm kind of just letting it rest on that high E string. instead of just a little too chimey for me, and sometimes the song will call for just that, everything up until high E string. When you're strumming the chorus, you can start like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And technically, you could get away with that for the entire song. I challenge you, though, to change it up once in a while so that it doesn't sound too vanilla. And that's where you can add that special D chord where you're just sliding that C up 2 frets. And so on and so forth. So again, if it's too much tension for you to slide that C chord up 2 frets and make it a D chord, just stick with this one. You'll be just fine. Lastly, on the quiet parts, especially verse 2, where it's still kind of building up, feel free to do a normal finger picking pattern. You're really just strumming the strings from top to bottom. That's all you're doing. And that's kind of what I did when I played through the song for you. But you don't have to do that. I don't think Cody's doing that himself. You could just strum whole notes again. But with hold, you're strumming until that chorus comes around once more. So that would be the best case scenario when you're trying to play with a full band, so that you don't stick out too much, you don't overplay, but you blend in at the right parts. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. If you'd like this video, you can click the 3 dots next to the like button and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Go ahead and click on the link to check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools. It's available on Amazon right now. And you can also check out my merch on Spreadshop. There's a link in the description for that. And lastly, there's a link for my newsletter. If you'd like to join, you can sign up for free. And if you do so, you get my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know for free as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great week. God bless.